Buddhism, an overview of beliefs, history, and practices. Welcome to this comprehensive exploration of one of the world's most influential spiritual traditions, Buddhism. Whether you're here to learn about its history, core beliefs, or timeless wisdom, this guide provides a engaging and accessible perspective for anyone curious about this ancient philosophy. Let's dive in and gain an understanding of what makes Buddhism resonate with millions around the globe. Buddhism, founded over 2,500 years ago by Siddhartha Gautama, known as the Buddha, originated in India and now influences an estimated 500 million to 1 billion people worldwide. Unlike many religions, Buddhism has no supreme deity. Instead, it focuses on achieving enlightenment, a state of inner peace and profound understanding. Often regarded as a philosophy or way of life rather than an organized religion, Buddhism offers a timeless approach to self-discovery and spiritual growth. With its emphasis on mindfulness, compassion, and moderation, Buddhism has evolved into a flexible and tolerant tradition that continues to adapt to diverse cultures and societies. Buddhists seek enlightenment, rather than worshipping a god. Enlightenment represents the ultimate truth, providing liberation from suffering and the cycle of rebirth by reaching a state called nirvana. Known as the Enlightened One, Siddhartha Gautama is respected not as a god but as a teacher. He taught that morality, meditation, and wisdom are the cornerstones of inner peace and ultimate enlightenment. One remarkable quality of Buddhism is its openness to interpretation, which has led to numerous schools of thought. Buddhism embraces diversity and encourages followers to find their unique spiritual path. Balance is central to Buddhism. Known as the middle way, the Buddha taught that extreme indulgence and severe self-denial must be avoided for a harmonious life. Buddhism's core teachings include the Four Noble Truths, a framework explaining the nature of suffering, its cause, its cessation, and the path leading to liberation. The Eightfold Path, a roadmap to ethical living and mindfulness, with principles like right thought, action, and livelihood. Karma and reincarnation, the belief in actions, karma, shaping future experiences and the cyclical nature of rebirth. Symbols like the lotus flower, purity, the dharma wheel, teaching, and the Bodhi tree, enlightenment, capture Buddhism's essence. Worship can take place in temples or personal spaces, where devotion combines prayer, meditation, and reflection. Siddhartha Gautama, born into privilege in modern-day Nepal, led a life that seemed detached from suffering. However, as he encountered old age, sickness, and death, he embarked on a spiritual quest to understand the human condition. After years of extreme asceticism, he attained enlightenment under the Bodhi tree. The Buddha's teachings emphasized compassion, wisdom, and moderation, forming the philosophical bedrock of Buddhism. His followers carried his message across nations, creating a ripple effect that inspired millions worldwide, especially after Emperor Ashoka's support in the 3rd century BC. Buddhism has evolved into several distinct sects that reflect regional influences and practices. Theravada Buddhism, rooted in Southeast Asia, this tradition emphasizes meditation and the original teachings of the Buddha. Mahayana Buddhism, a widespread form in East Asia, focusing on collective enlightenment and compassion for all beings. Tibetan Buddhism, known for its intricate rituals and the Dalai Lama's leadership, Tibetan Buddhism thrives in the Himalayan regions. Zen Buddhism, a simplified, meditation-oriented branch that fosters mindfulness and direct experience over scripture. Nirvana Buddhism concentrates on detachment and self-liberation by overcoming desire and attachment. Each branch interprets the Buddha's teachings uniquely, often blending with local beliefs such as Taoism or Bon. The heart of Buddhism lies in its guiding concepts, which provide a spiritual compass for followers. Dharma refers to the Buddha's teachings and virtues, including wisdom, patience, generosity, and kindness. Emphasizing ethical living, it serves as a moral and philosophical foundation. Central to Buddhist ethics, these precepts advocate nonviolence, truthfulness, respect for others, and moderation. Suffering exists, life involves hardship, pain, and dissatisfaction. Suffering has a cause, craving and attachment lead to suffering. Suffering can end, letting go of desire results in liberation. The path to liberation, following the Eightfold Path, brings peace and enlightenment. This path outlines 8 principles for living ethically and mindfully: right understanding, thought, speech, action, livelihood, effort, mindfulness, and concentration. Several texts preserve Buddhism's vast and profound teachings. Tipitaka, known as the Three Baskets, these texts are among the earliest Buddhist scriptures. Sutras, over 2,000 sacred teachings cherished by Mahayana Buddhists. The Tibetan Book of the Dead, a unique guide to understanding death and spiritual transition in Tibetan Buddhism. A symbol of compassion and resilience, the Dalai Lama leads Tibetan Buddhism. Believed to be a reincarnated spiritual teacher, the current Dalai Lama has been a global figure of peace since fleeing Tibet in 1959. The most significant Buddhist festival, Vesak, honors the Buddha's birth, enlightenment, and death through prayers, offerings, and acts of charity. On Uposatha days, Buddhists renew their dedication to spiritual practices, while other regional festivals mark the new year or honor local traditions. Buddhism's lasting appeal lies in its universal truths and serene adaptability. Its teachings provide timeless guidance to navigate modern complexities, nurture compassion, and cultivate mindfulness. From bustling urban centers to remote communities, Buddhism continues to inspire lives with its simplicity, depth, and message of peace. If you're intrigued by Buddhism and wish to explore it further, remember that the real journey begins with understanding yourself. Meditation, mindfulness, or simply adopting small acts of kindness can make a significant difference in embracing the Buddhist path. Subscribe to this channel as we explore more about spirituality, culture, and philosophy that shape our world.